Okay, just to be mindful that this will be going out to other people. So if there's anything that you don't want shared, just be mindful not to share it. Keep it to yourself. You can always message me. Has Narinda disappeared?
I'm just having my breakfast, so I
Ah,
don't know.
okay, cool. I couldn't see you. Cool. Okay. So if I keep it on this view, then I can see everybody. Okay, hang on. Okay, Narinda, it says four people. Who's the four? Oh, Alan. Okay, cool. Morning, Alan. How are you? It must be too early for everybody back in the UK. Everyone's like hiding behind their cameras, which is fine. Which is
I'll
fine.
be back. I'll be back on once I've had my breakfast.
Okay, cool. I did press record, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it says cool, cool. Okay, I'm going to get going. So the purpose of this call, this training, part keeping you up to date with what's going on, is to keep you in the loop because ChatGPT AI, it moves so quickly. I wanted to make sure that you're not just up to date with the developments within ChatGPT, so you're more familiar with the platform, but also to answer any questions, to show you the new workflows, to show you the new agents, the new videos that have been created over the previous month. So some of it's actually going to run behind, but that's okay because obviously there's just so much that I think it's good just to keep going over and backwards because you'll probably ignore it for now. And then later on, you'll be thinking, oh, yeah, Wendy kept saying that. That's where I need to go back to. So that's really the purpose. There's a structure to it. You know me, I like structure. I like one step in front of the other. So, first of all, we're going to go over your wins. I'm going to answer any questions and answers that you've got. I quickly want to take you over the actual Vortex membership itself so you know where everything is. I'm going to look at two new workflows. And then I'm going to talk to you very quickly about projects, the new AI agent, Hive, and also Sora as well, which has just been released by ChatGPT. I'm not actually sure you can get access to it yet. Um, I can, but obviously I'm not in the UK, so people I've spoken to haven't been able to access it. I don't know if you can access it in Ireland or not. Um, no. Okay. Right. Okay. So first of all, your wins. How are you getting on with ChatGPT? What wins are you gaining? What insights can you share?
For me, Wendy, it's maybe articulating what I do with a client, which I struggled with before. It seems to have, from the testimonials we shared,
Yeah.
it seems to have interpreted what's been happening and how I am solving the client's problem. Like, for example, LinkedIn, I use that a lot. So just showcasing that a little more has actually helped me as well to think, okay, this is the way forward and how I can help with my messaging.
That's cool. Yeah, it makes a significant difference when it's on point because it's obviously people are going to connect and they're going to respond to it better. And messaging can be quite a challenge. How's everybody else getting on?
I've been using the a couple of agents, the Buzz and the Wendy BizSolve,
Yeah.
and I found them compared to the work I've been doing before. You've got them much deeper, like there's extra layers within it now. Um, that it seems to be a lot more in tune with with the work I've done, but it doesn't lose. I had a problem in the past where it used to drop the memory from time to time, whereas
Right.
now it's a lot more consistent. And say, for example, I did like an email sequence over the weekend, and then I got it converted into an evergreen sequence.
Oh, cool.
Um, So it's like, oh my God, like that would have taken so much longer. The time saving um it was good before, but now it's so much faster. It's just so much better.
Yeah, I think ChatGPT did an upgrade before Christmas. So
Oh,
I think they have been rolling out improving the memory.
okay.
That's going to have an impact on the agents. And also, there's quite a few things they've brought into the back end to improve the agents.
Okay.
So
Oh,
if
that makes
they've,
sense then.
yeah, in the last probably couple of weeks, they've had a significant upgrade. So they're far more intelligent than they were before. I mean,
Oh,
they were
that's
good before, but they're just getting better and better.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, really,
wonderful.
really, really cool. Well, that's good to hear. So it's saving you significant time. It's making sure that your messages are on track, which is brilliant. If you could bring just one other thing in, what would it be?
One thing I've noticed from the agents, I've been just working with your agents since I started really in the last
Yeah.
couple of weeks, as opposed to what I was doing before. Um, you've somehow managed to get each of them have a character almost or a
Mm,
personality that the more I work with them, the more they're becoming like a persona,
yeah.
and it's helping me to understand what their role is by listening to their answers. Like to working with them has allowed me to understand them more, and now I'm beginning to know who I should go to for what.
Ah, brilliant. And you can also ask the question. You can ask the question in ChatGPT and just say, out of the agents that I'm using, which would be the best one for me to use for this task? And it should
Excellent.
tell you, which is quite incredible.
That'll be very useful.
Yeah. So if you just say, which are the best agents, and if it's not getting it, name them. Just name which would be the best one, because
Okay.
sometimes it needs a little bit of direction.
Yeah.
But for
Okay.
me, especially if I'm using the same ones or similar ones, for me, if I ask that question, it will tell me which is the best one, and then it will use that one to do that piece of work.
Very good.
So if it names one, what you can also do just to double check is if you do the at symbol and then you do the at symbol in the chat, and then you type in the name of the agent, it will bring it up and then you click on it.
Now, that has not been working for me, and I'm wondering, is there a reason, or should I be in a certain...
I think, I think because I experienced this the other day as well. So it's not just you. I think what you might have to do is when you've finished with that conversation, either stop it or copy and paste what's important, put it
Mhm.
in a new chat, and then try and pull in the other agent. Because I
Okay.
noticed with some of my other chats last week, I couldn't pull in the agents. And I'm like, I think they must have done an upgrade and it's just got stuck. I
Okay, I'll try
think,
that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
So it's
I
only if you
think,
start a new conversation with, say, two agents or what have you. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's just got stuck. Because when
Okay.
I tested it with other chats, it was working. It was just with one particular one, it wasn't. For some reason. Narinda, what would be good? What else would be good for you?
Um, s- I'm just thinking because I have been playing around over Christmas with all the agents, really,
Nice.
and flowing. But I think, yeah, getting my messaging across is the big thing because obviously I've got my business as well, Map Coach. So what I have been doing is from my book, I've been putting chapters of my book into ChatGPT so I
Oh,
could
cool.
create my blog and newsletters.
Nice.
So maybe getting that direction because my plan for this year is getting that emphasis of changing the mindset, driving action, and making progress. Those three, the map part, and to get it into my personal branding. So I don't know. I'm trying different things. I've planned out for the next 3 months to see.
Yeah.
So I've done that,
Yeah,
and
that's
any
good.
in between. I can just play around with. I was thinking I'll look and play around with anything that I can do.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what I do. So I've just done a campaign for Sprint, which is a new program I've got coming up. So I've done the whole marketing campaign, and then what I've done is I've left room to breathe in the middle.
Mm,
So I've got like three posts going out a week, I think it is, and then the other two posts I'll do a bit more organically, a
mm.
bit fresher, you
That's what I
know.
was thinking.
But if I miss it, at least I know the three are going out.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm not constantly chasing my tail. I think it's actually a nice way to work because then you've got that balance of structure going in and you know it's going out, but then you've also got that authentic piece of engaging more raw, more live, more, more real, which I think works really well. So that's a really good way to do it.
I've used the other 2 days on my map coach, you see. So 2 days on my map coach business. So
Yeah,
the posts go out from there, three on my mount, and then stuff to do with like Pain Cafe or things with me, then I can post as and when without that pressure. And I think
yeah,
that's where I feel where ChatGPT really helps me because I can feel that pressure. Whereas now I'm like, it's okay, it's not a problem.
yeah, yeah, that's great. Well, that's really good. And actually makes quite a significant difference psychologically.
Yeah.
Okay, so has anyone been into the membership at all? Probably not. No, that's okay. Right, okay. So the membership is the place to come if you've got a question, if you're stuck with something. So let me actually, I'm just thinking which is the best link for me to share. Is it that one? Hmm, let's try it. Chat. So you should have received your password via email. If you haven't, let me know and I'll have to reset it up. But it's a bit similar to Facebook. So you've got the thread where you can ask questions. So what you can do is if you want to write to me directly, you can just say tag member, or if you want to ask another member a question, you can just, click on Beverly and then it'll tag people in and then they get an email, I think. They get, well, I can't close it down. They get an email of, oh, sorry guys, to let them know that you're messaging them or you've got a question. So you can ask a question here if you get stuck during the week. But more importantly, courses and products you want to click on. And in here, you have the links to all the agents. So what's going to be happening is that the agents' URLs are all going to be going onto a Excel document because as people join and they leave, if they don't continue, like for the second part of the year, I'll need to change the link so they can't get access to the agents. So the only way to do that at the moment is through a Google document. So their email address, your email address is linked to the document, basically. So in here, you'll have your founder agents, which are the CEO, business coach, the sales, and the marketing. You'll have all the smart agents as well. Now, workflows, there's a new workflow that will be going in every month. Last month's workflow was how to create this, and this is generally where people start, how to create a blog post, newsletter, and social media in 3 minutes. So what we've got are the agents that you would use to complete that task. And there should be a video. Oh, there it is. There's a video that goes along with the workflow. So you can watch the video step by step, start it, stop it, see how the process comes together. So you've got video, walkthrough guide, video walkthrough guide. So you'll find workflow in here. So, if you're thinking, oh, let's try a new workflow, let's see what else it is that I can do, how I can use ChatGPT. Now, the other one that you should take a look at is this one. So this is actually a workflow. It should be in the other section. I've put it in the wrong place. But ultimately, it's about turning your testimonials into client personas and then turning those client personas into stories. So you're getting super, super clear on who your ideal client is, what the pain points are, what the challenges are. So again, same process again. The agents are here. It is that you need to use the links to them. Download the Google Doc. There should be a video. I have to check to see where the video is. But the process is here that you need to go through. So step by step, go through it. If you get stuck, put a question in the I'm not quite sure what you what you call it.
I, I did try and click on Peter yesterday, but it wasn't working for me.
Where was it going? What was it doing?
Just nothing came up. Sorry, error.
Ah.
Hmm.
Was that from the newsletter? Or was that from somewhere else?
Just from my workflow, I got the link. But I can
Okay.
double check that myself again.
Let me just see if I can see it here, then I can give it to you. What does Peter do?
So he does the client testimonials. He's the first port of call.
Okay, let's just have a quick look. I've got so many. If you see it before I do, just let me know. Okay. What? I did change one of them, but I changed it in the document. I wonder if that's the one. I wonder if that's the one. I think it might be actually. Okay, so let me I have updated this. Is it taking it from the sheet or are you taking it from inside ChatGPT?
I took it from the sheet, the link.
That's okay. I'll have a look for that afterwards. I can't see him.
Yeah, it wasn't coming up on my left side, so I was trying to look for him again.
That's very strange. Yeah, maybe I have. It's quite possible that I might have renamed it. Okay, so there is a new one, but this one is specific for Adele, and this is about creates health policies with clarity. Have you had time to use it?
Yes, I used it on accident recording and reporting policy.
Yeah,
And I had written it out already, but it was a bit clunky.
yeah.
I found putting it through the language used, it just kind of seemed to flow more easily. It simplified it, but kept the information, so it became more easy for users to understand.
Oh, wow.
I'm quite happy with it. What I want to go back now today, and I want to ask it to create a checklist,
Yeah,
um, and that would be that piece finished. Yeah.
yeah,
So it was.
brilliant.
I didn't create from scratch. I used work I'd already done, but I'm very happy. I was stuck on it. I just it was
Yeah.
ideal. Yeah.
And the good thing is this is unique to you actually. The because of the policy documents.
Okay. Excellent.
But the more you use it, the better it will become.
Excellent.
So the more you create in it, the better. Yeah, absolutely. It's quite comprehensive. I'm glad it's working. I was a bit like, oh, I wonder if this is going to work.
I was going to test it out with because it's well-being and health. I was going to put in my medications protocol in it as well, over-the-counter medications,
Ah,
which is much more
interesting.
specific, and there should be reference to the documents and
Yeah,
the legislation I gave you. So
yeah,
that I was
yeah,
going to test it out with that. So I'll let you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, that's good. Okay. Right, where are we now? So I think now I just want to go through what's new. So I don't know if you've seen, but projects are new. So they sit here on the right-hand side. This came in a couple of weeks ago. And I think when we all first saw it, it was like, oh, we can we can use it as files to save information in, but it's far more powerful than that. Ultimately, what it does is it holds a master prompt that you create. Then it's not as deep as a chat GPT. It is different. It is significantly different. Um, the agents much more depth, constantly learning, constantly updating. You can have more of a two-way conversation. You can pull the agents in. You can do workflows much more quickly. So projects you really want to think about: master prompts, any supporting documents, and just think of it. So what have I got this one? So what I do is I just ask ChatGPT at the beginning of the week, what's new in ChatGPT, just to keep me ahead of the curve. And then if there's anything in there that's relevant for what I want to get out into the world, I'll just say create an article based on the master prompt. And then what it will do is it will create that article for me in I've set this one up as a thought leader. So with thought leadership's element. So it's very different to how I would normally write. So I just quickly pop it in here, it writes it, and then job done. But I've got a video that you can watch that is in the membership in the pro tips section. So that's where it's kept. But where will I put this? I will put a copy of this for easy reference along with the video in the chat section of the membership so you can get access to it easily. So her new agent is Hive, who goes with Buzz. So Buzz, think as Buzz as big strategy. Buzz is much more marketing plan. Still very good. You can still use Buzz in lots of different ways. But what I was finding was I wanted to get more into the story. I wanted for my campaign, I wanted to have more posts that were about story, that were more engaging. There was something that was missing from Buzz, but I didn't want to change Buzz because Buzz is good. And if you think of each agent fulfilling a specific task, a specific role, I didn't want to add on another role into Buzz because Buzz is good, really good. So Hive, okay, so if you just click, um, what does Hive do? Creates engaging stories for your brand, tailors content to your audience, optimize for multiple channels, develops inspiring campaign themes. So what you could do is you could do your overall plan in Buzz, and then then bring in Hive, because Hive is going to give you a different flavor when you are writing your stories. So the two work in partnership together. I really, really like Hive. The stories are really good. So it can be stories for, your social media marketing, email campaigns, website content, advertising copy. Really, really, really good. But it's comprehensive. The way I've set it up, it took me a while to bring it together. And this isn't the full prompt. It's only part of it. So when you create and you train them, there's a lot of information that goes on top of that. It's just taking the essence of what it is that you're creating. But really, really good. So Buzz is new. So projects are new, Buzz is new. And the other thing that ChatGPT has released is Sora, which is video. And oh, it's not okay, let's do it this way. It's not that intuitive. I thought it would be more, it's tricky at the moment. Well, you would expect it to be because it's video. And this is you creating your own videos from scratch. But this is it's mind-blowing because you can do ethnicity, you can do size, you can do location, which means that you've got more variety with the videos it is that you're using within your marketing materials. So it's not that easy to bring together, but it makes a significant difference in the marketing. I'd have to do a whole training on this alone to show you how to create your own videos. But actually, we're lucky because we're one step ahead in terms of creating videos because you can create images in ChatGPT in a particular style, and then you can use that image to bring into the videos. So it's almost like you're halfway there because you've got an idea of what it is that you want to create from the images that you've already created. So this is how I'm using them. I just want you to show you this to show you the possibility. And this is how, so I think static images now are, they're gonna start dropping off, and we're gonna see more personalized video because it's so easy to do. There's no way I could have done this before. So cup of tea, laptop, lady in her 50s. So these are the elements they've asked for. Lady in her 50s, cup of tea, they're not perfect. Laptop, but they sure will stand out against anybody else's marketing. Because everyone's still got images. They're still working with static still images. Whereas this, look, cup of tea. I think I need to get a bit of cake in there somewhere. I'm lacking cake. Cup of tea, laptop, miserable, and then happy. Yeah, not perfect, but I don't think it needs to be perfect. What's important for me is actually, this is going to sound,
flexible.
I don't know how this sounds.
By the end of the day kind of thing.
But for me, it's important that I can pick the ethnicity of the person that is in the picture.
Midnight.
So it's not just a white woman based on myself, which is normally what I tend to do, but I can actually change who's in the video. So this is typically
start with the
me.
ones that are due today, I would say.
And then I can start to bring in more just different flavors.
So I suppose that helps with that diversity and inclusion.
Oh, it really does. I used to do this all the time and I just got out of the habit of doing it. I don't know why, but actually it makes a significant difference in my marketing. Real difference.
You might be going around Tudor Grange at night.
It means that it's more inclusive, which is important to me.
15-ish.
Yeah.
And in that global reach as well, I think it's very
global
important.
Reach. It's more in line with what I stand for, which is important. So you can create now with Sora videos more in line with your business. unique videos that nobody else has got, you know.
And I suppose that will help also with thinking about what message you want to say. So for me, in my
Oh
head right
yeah,
now, I've got somebody just getting out of bed.
yeah,
That is a struggle, a real
yeah,
struggle.
yeah. So what you would do is when you get it, so you would just hang on. What am I doing? Oh yeah, storyboard. I can't even remember what I'm doing. So it's very simple. You would just write person getting out of bed. So that's frame one. You would have like frame two comes about 5 seconds in. And then you would add, what are they doing next? But you want to keep it super, super simple. Super simple. What are they doing next? And then you've got 10 seconds altogether. So you want to think 3 steps. What are the 3 steps? It would
Yeah.
be someone looking unhappy in bed, uh, uh, you know, first step, looking unhappy in bed. Second step, struggling to get out of bed. Third step, out of bed.
Yeah.
So like really simplify the steps.
Hello, it's Alan Watts, Andrew and Katie's dad.
Oh,
Um, just calling on to add on to an email that I've sent to Miss McNamara.
Did you
I
need
just
to?
mute Alan.
Thank.
Oh, hang on.
Yes, it's me.
Where's he gone? Oh, okay, he's muted now. I think I've muted everyone though. I sorry guys. Yeah. So this is us to unmute, us to unmute. This is where we're at. But it's important that even though I've gone through quite a lot, it's just important to stay in your own lane and think about what's your next step. Where are you within your own workflows? Where are you within your within the own development of your business? It's what are the next, what are the next steps that you need to? Is it that you just need to rinse and repeat and do the same thing? Or is it that you can think of bringing something else in? So any questions?
No, I think that's quite good. I'm looking forward to Sora and just play around with it maybe. And I think it's
Yeah,
just trial and error, isn't it? To see
it
what
is trial
lands
and
and what
error.
doesn't.
And I think you get 500 videos a month. What
Wow.
I would say, it's a lot. It is a lot. What I would say is that, what would I say? So I would say don't create 4 videos at a time. It's not necessary. Create 2 videos at a time. It gives you an option down the bottom. Just create 2. And then what makes it really good is when you can blend images. But you need to have okay, I'm saying that as if it's really easy to do, but it's probably not. So when I say blend image, so this is like a blended image. So this is 2 images that I blended together to create 1 image. So it makes it completely unique. And this is sort of represents my business, it's the human merge of human and AI. But this has been created from images that I've created within ChatGPT. So there's no reason why you can't do it for your own business. But obviously this isn't gonna suit your business because this is just stuff that I've been um playing around with. I started using it because I wanted to make my agents move as if they were coming to life, and then I got a bit carried away.
I love it.
And I was just like, uh-oh, I'm going down another rabbit hole, but oh, this is really cool. I can use this. So yeah. But these are all created from merges of images that I've created.
Excellent.
But I think online now, this is the way I think this is probably the way it's going to go. That it's not going to be static images, photographs. It's going to be, something that's a bit more eye-catching and a bit more dynamic. Because attention now getting people's attention is tricky, is challenging. But maybe just focusing on ChatGPT for now, and when it comes to the UK, I'm just lucky that I'm one step ahead, being in Asia. Yeah, but I love it. I'm just like, oh, then before you know it, the day is gone. You're like, oh, what do I do with my day? Oh, I created 30 videos that I'm never going to use. But this is how you learn, isn't it? At the end of the day, this is how you become good at what you're good at. But yeah, I'd have to do a completely separate training on this for people to really be able to create videos that they can use. But I just love them. Yeah, and I am using them in my marketing. You will see them in my marketing now. Yeah. Okay, so if no one's got any ChatGPT questions, anything they want to know, not sure about.
I just need to use it a little more, use the agents some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it could be that so when I run sprints, which I do every quarter, we use the 5 founder agents. And what I say to people is with Lucas, is open Lucas at the beginning of the week and have a ongoing conversation with Lucas during the week. So think of it just as a dumping ground for your thoughts and what you're working on. And then you can just ask questions. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing? What is it that I really need to focus in on? What could I let go of? And then you'll start to see a different perspective of where you're at. It's almost like this is how we move. This is, I think, how we move from a place of doing things on automatic pilot to moving into a conscious space of doing things. This is like it's like another level of conscious awareness that we haven't had access to before, which is really cool. That's a proper that's up to me. That's a proper game changer when you get that insight that and you can have that level of conversation and get feedback that completely changes your perspective on something that you needed to hear, that you needed to learn. So yeah, that's the way to do it. So I need to find Peter. That's what I need to do. Find Peter. Where's Peter gone? I'll have a look at the sheet and remind myself of what Peter does. Because I've got a feeling by the end of this year there'll be hundreds of agents that I've created to do lots of different tasks.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. All right then, lovelies.
Thanks a lot for that, Wendy.
Take care.
Thank you, Wendy.
Have a great day.
Bye. I'll put the
Bye.
replay in the group in the membership.
Bye.
Lovely. Thank you.
Take care, lovelies.
Bye-bye.
Alan, why can you not open you, Lucas? That's a bit strange. I wonder if it's just going through to another link. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right.
I have a theory.
Oh, go on then.
Because I got the list in the Google Doc,
Yeah.
and when I click on that link, it either tells me that it doesn't exist anymore, or it tells me to log into Google. So I log into Google, and then it tells me I don't have authorization to access it. And I think the reason for that is my Google account is a different email address.
Let me check what right, try the one that I've just
email address doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
Nor does the domain, so I've got no
Those are
chance of
funny.
accessing it.
Click the, hang on, let me stop recording first of all. More